Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you how to go about getting your very own Silverwind Larion mount. In order to obtain this mount, we're going to need to travel all across Bastion and collect 50 anima shards that have been scattered about the zone. For this mount, you can track the amount of shards that you have located so far by opening the achievements menu and typing in shard labor. Sadly, this will not show you which shards you've obtained, but you can keep track of how many you have. Here on the map, I've pinpointed the location of each of the shards and have mapped out a path that we can take so that we don't do any back traveling, and the last 5 shards we'll be obtaining are located in the 2 dungeons, the Necrotic Wake and Spires of Ascension, but we'll be visiting those last. So here for a visual, you'll see that we start in Aspirant's Rest and just kind of make a big circle all around the map. Our first shard is located at Aspirant's Rest on top of the structure. You can use the mountain off to the side and a goblin glider to gain access to the top. You'll then jump on the center piece, and then if you use your character and walk backwards, you should fall perfectly on top of the anima shard. Our second shard location is in the Vestibule of Eternity, and it's actually on the rocks just above the structure here. You can see on the map from Aspirant's Rest, you can take this path up the hill and make your way across the mountain to gain access to this shard, where you can simply just jump down the rock and obtain it. Our third shard is located once again here in the Vestibule of Eternity. It's actually just below this bridge on the platform that you see here. You can go on either left or right side of the bridge, and I would suggest using a slow fall item. Once you're on the underside of the bridge, just make your way towards the bell at the end, and you'll see the shard is resting on the edge of the flower bed. Our fourth shard is located at Purity's Reflection, which is this lovely little pond here. You can see on the map it's just east of Vestibule of Eternity. There's a bridge right here and then the pond off to the right hand side. There's a small path that leads down to it, and then if you look to the left, you can see the shard resting on the rock at the backside. Using your mount, you can jump across the rocks and gain access to this. Our fifth shard is located in Aspirant's Crucible on a pillar, just a little past the entrance. So you can see here, you would just continue down the bridge and the path from our last location. And here at the start, you can see you can simply use your mount to jump across and get to this shard location. Our sixth shard is further south in Aspirant's Crucible, next to the entrance of Chamber of First Reflection. As you can see here, there's the entrance. This is where we were before. You'll simply travel down the path and make your way towards this entrance here. There is a large kneeling statue off to the right-hand side, and we'll simply travel up the mountain path towards the top, and you can see the shard resting right there above the entrance to Chamber of First Reflection. Our seventh shard is far east of the Chamber of First Reflection, near the edge of the zone. As you can see here, you can take that path up the rocks and head straight across this portion of the map. This shard is located on some of the lower rocks. You can jump down and quickly gain access to this. Our eighth shard is north from our last location, located in the Temple of Purity, nestled on top of a small waterfall. Our 9th shard is located at Purity's Pinnacle, which is all the way at the very end here. So we're going to need to cross this bridge, and there's a teleportation pad at the top that we'll need to take in order to gain access to this shard. Be careful with aggroing too many mobs, as you will not be able to use the teleportation pad if they're aggroed on you. But this is the location I'm talking about. Once you've made your way through the mobs, you can take this path up. Once at the top, just take a left and head over here. Once here, slowly make your way along the ledge in order to gain access to this, and careful not to fall. Heading back down, our 10th shard is located at the front entrance of Purity's Pinnacle on our way out. At the front entrance, just inside on the right-hand side, the shard is located on a small fixture. You can simply get on the ledge and walk your character backwards in order to fall right on top of it. Our 11th shard is located at the entrance under the bridge located at Purity's Pinnacle. You can simply swim underneath it to obtain this fragment piece. Shard number 12 is located north of Purity's Pinnacle at the Mnemonic Locus under the bridge, which from the entrance, this is the path you'll take in order to get access to the shard quickly. Shard number 13 is located here along this path under the bridge. It's actually sitting inside of a bell fixture along the river. Shard number 14 is located a little north of our last location, just along the roadside. You can simply travel along the road, and off on the right hand side you'll see a little picnic rest stop area, and the shard is nestled among the pillows. Shard 15 is located at the Temple of Humility. So you can see here, you can continue traveling down the road to reach Temple of Humility. And then once here, I will show you the path I took to quickly gain access to this shard fragment. And this shard fragment is going to be located on the right hand side of the bookshelf. Shard 16 is located east of the Temple of Humility, and this shard is located on some of the lower rock ledges. So you can see here the shard is peeking out from this rock ledge, and I would recommend a slow fall for this. Shard number 17 is north of the Temple of Humility, located in the Everdawn Commons. You can see here the building looks kind of like a little paw print of some sort, and you'll want to make your way straight down the middle. The shard is located at the back left under the structure. Shard 18 is west of the Everdawn Commons. You can see here it's located at the Seat of Eternal Hymns, And on the main platform area on the lower levels, you'll see the Guardian here, and then you'll simply walk behind him into this sitting area, and the shard will be located on the desk. Shard number 19 is located north of our location on a cliff edge. This shard is located in the Grace of Remembrance, and you can simply jump down the rocks in order to quickly gain access to the shard's location. Shard 20 is located a little north of the last shard's location, and this shard is also located on the cliffside. Shard number 21 is west of our previous location, and for this shard we're going to be heading towards Kovinker's workshop, where it is located towards the back left side, wedged amongst some of the boxes. Shard 22 is located just southwest of the workshop. So you can see there's a structure in the middle of the water, and we're going to take a rock ledge path along the mountainside in order to gain access to this next shard. So once again, from the structure in the middle of the water, we're going to use this building in order to travel to shard number 23. So you can see the building here, and we're going to be taking this path up the mountainside in order to gain access to our next shard. Taking the grass path, it will lead to some rocks that are outcropping from the mountain. You'll simply need to make your way along these all the way around the mountain. Shard number 24 is located very close to the structure in that pond area. So once again, you can see the structure in the water here. This is the path we previously took for our last shard. And for this shard, we're actually going to be going under this archway here. And this one is just off to the right side as you pass under the archway, resting on the ledge of the rock here. So for shard 25, we're going to jump down from that overlook from our previous location. We're going to head west down the path towards the closest flight master, and then you'll go up the stairs and hook a left. And from there, we're going to use the rocks once more to travel towards our next shard. For shard number 26, we'll be heading towards the lake west of our location, and here at this lake, the shard is actually located at the bottom in the center. So you can see here at the bottom of the lake bed, this is the statue where the shard is tucked away inside of. And towards the feet area, you can see the shard just kind of tucked away inside of it. Shard 27 is just a little bit west of the lake, and this shard is located on the roof of the entrance to the Citadel of Loyalty. And for this one, we can actually run all the way towards the back of the Citadel of Loyalty to gain access to another rock ledge path in order to travel up to this shard's location. Shard number 28 is also located at the Citadel of Loyalty, and it is located at the topmost portion by the elite mob Calliope. And this shard is located at the back of her library on a bookshelf. Shard 29 is also located in the Citadel of Loyalty, and this shard is located next to some anima containers tucked away on the back side. So this is the path we took to get to Calliope's library. So instead of going up the stairs, you'll simply stop here at this center area, and on the right hand side you can see the anima jars are stacked, and tucked away on the back side of those anima containers is our anima shard fragment that we're looking for. Shard number 30 is the last shard located here in the Citadel of Loyalty, and this shard is located on a pillar. So this shard was a little difficult to get just because of the sheer amount of mobs that were kind of clustered around it. So what I suggest doing is letting the mobs kill you close to this shard location, and then in your death state you can actually have multiple attempts at jumping on top of this pillar and then resurrecting once you've landed on top of it. But in the state of death, you can take this pathway all the way back up and loop around very quickly in order to make more attempts at landing on top of this pillar. And once you've made a successful landing, you can resurrect and obtain this shard fragment. Shard 31 is located south to the Citadel of Loyalty, and this is the transfer station Ta. So from the Citadel of Loyalty, you can take these stairs down and travel all the way along this path to transfer station Ta. This is the center of the transfer station, and you can see this statue just off to the side. This is the statue we're going to want to head towards. You'll need to make your way over the wall and then travel carefully along the rock ledge here to get our next fragment piece. For shard number 32, we're going to head towards the Sage Haven Flight Master from Transfer Station Ta. You can simply take this path all the way to the east and make your way up towards this area. And once at the entrance of Sage Haven, head up the left side of the rocks connecting with the archway and just travel along this to the very end where our next fragment piece is waiting. Shard number 33 is located at Calliope's Rest, which is located just outside the entrance to Sage Haven, and you can actually see each location from either spot. So this is the entrance to Sage Haven here, and you can just run down the path along these rocks. And here on the building rooftop, our next shard location is. Shard number 34 is northeast of Calliope's Rest in Ithy's Basin. So here from Calliope's Rest, you can travel along this cliffside here. And what we're going to do is jump on top of this tan and gold tarp, and then you can turn around and walk to the pillar it's attached to and obtain this fragment piece. Shard number 35 is also located here in Ithy's Basin. So for this shard, you'll jump down from the tarp and travel along this path here to get back up towards the bridge. And once at the bridge, you can see just nestled underneath the bridge next to one of the support structures, the shard is resting. Shard number 36 is located in the Firstborn's Bounty. This is located right next to the bridge we are currently at for shard number 35. You can simply jump down and make your way up this cliffside to get a height advantage over our next shard. And you can see it's resting on the pillar here, and you can use your mount to once again pillar hop in order to gain access to this shard's location. Shard number 37 is located right next to Firstborn's Bounty. Over to the side, there's an entrance that leads to the Hall of Beasts. So once you enter Hall of Beasts, you'll take the path that leads down the right side, and the shard is located at the back left by the boxes. For shard number 38, we're actually going to take the teleportation pad just above the Firstborn's Bounty and head up to Hero's Rest. Once in Hero's Rest, you're going to head towards the Flight Master and jump to the platform below. And then once there, you'll take the rocks along the edge by the staircase, and at the very back, you'll find our next shard fragment location. From Hero's Rest Ledge, you can simply jump down with a slow fall and take this grass path towards our next shard's location. Taking this path, we'll head down it until you see where two rocks are almost touching one another, and we're going to cross those rocks and go to the left towards the edge, overlooking a small building in the Garden of Respite, and this shard is going to be resting on the rooftop. Shard number 40 is located just a little off to the side of Garden of Respite, and we can actually take this path here all the way up to our next location. So this is where a teleportation pad is, but if you go underneath the structure supporting this access point, the shard will be tucked away amongst the grass. Shard number 41 is west of our previous shard's location, and we can travel all the way along this path and make our way over the mountainside in order to gain access here, as we'll need to travel on the top side in order to get this shard fragment. So from here I'll just take you along the travel path that I took. For shard number 42, this shard is located on top of a pillar that is just behind us. So here on the map, I'll show you. This is where the shard is located. From where we got our last shard location, you'll simply turn around and run through this field area. Shard number 43 is just south of the pillar, and you'll simply need to just run through the mobs, and you can head towards the very back of this zone and use some rocks to kind of finagle yourself up the mountain. Once at the top, you can see that this shard is sitting on top of another pillar, and I would suggest using a slow fall method to land on top of this. And if you miss this jump, you can go back up those rocks and try again. For shard number 44, you can use those rocks once again to get back up, and then just south of that exit point that we took is the Cliffs of Respite, and in the Cliffs of Respite is a hole, and inside this hole the shard is located. This anima crystal shard is located just inside the Cliffs of Respite in this really beautiful well-looking area. Shard number 45 is straight east from our previous location in Cliffs of Respite. This shard is located in Agthia's Repose. And you can see there's a structure jettisoning out from the ground. Simply run up the right-hand side of this structure and then walk backwards to fall directly on top of our 45th shard. So for our last 5 shards, we will need to queue for the 2 dungeons, the Necrotic Wake and Spires of Ascension. So here in the Necrotic Wake, there are only 2 shards. One is located in the second room, and this shard is located next to the bell that has toppled over, and it's tucked away in the back right-hand side. The second shard is located in this little jettison area that is in between the third and second room, and you can see it's kind of tucked away under this debris here, and that is all the shards that are located in the Necrotic Wake. Our last 3 shards are located in the Spires of Ascension. Our first shard is located right here after the first boss, and you can see there's a lounge chair off to the left-hand backside, and the shard is located towards the front end. Shard number 49 is as you're taking one of these guardians to help you get to the next area. You can simply walk over to the ledge and grab that. Our 50th shard is located here by the water's edge at the second to final boss. And that was our 50th shard, so you should now have your shard labor achievement. Once you have all 50 shards, you'll head towards the Forge Light Hephaestus and craft the Crystal Mallet of Heralds. He's located just here where I'm at on the map. Once there, you'll simply need to talk to him and he will craft it for you. The mallet will be placed in your inventory, and you can now head over to go get your Silverwind Larion mount. So for this mount, you're going to head over towards the Terrace of Collectors, Flight Master over here. Once there, you can simply take these stairs up and then head towards the left. Heading up this pathway, you can see the Vesper of Silver Winds. You'll right-click on it to interact with it as long as you have the Crystal Mallet of Heralds in your inventory. A Silverwind Larion will fly down from the skies and leave a gift for you. Inside the chest will be your very own Silverwind Larion mount. If this guide was helpful to you, please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. This helps me out a lot, and I appreciate you watching. I will see you guys next time. Bye!